I found out my husband was having dinner with his mistress, so I reserved the table right next to theirs and brought her husband with me. I wasn't planning to be petty, but when I saw Scott's calendar had client dinner, Aurelio's 7:30 for the third Friday in a row, something clicked. We'd been married for 8 years, 2 kids, a mortgage, the whole package. Scott worked late constantly, but I trusted him. Or maybe I was just too tired from managing our kids and my own business to question it. Then came the weird little things. New cologne, gym memberships he actually used, the way he'd smile at his phone and flip it face down when I walked in. I'd installed a family tracker app months ago when our daughter kept losing her phone. Last Friday, curiosity got the better of me. I opened it while putting groceries away. Scott wasn't at Aurelio's like his calendar said. He was at the harbor, a waterfront place 2 miles in the opposite direction. I left the groceries on the counter, drove there in complete silence, parked across the street where I could see through the windows. There he was, corner booth, candlelight, and a woman I didn't recognize. She was laughing, her hand on his arm. He leaned in close, brushing hair from her face. I sat there for 20 minutes watching. My hands shook so hard I could barely hold my phone. I took one photo, then drove home and pretended to be asleep when he got back at 11:30. The next morning I did my research. Her name was Sophia Cho, marketing director at his architecture firm. LinkedIn, then Facebook, then Instagram. She was beautiful, younger than me, and very married. Her husband Damien Cho was tagged in dozens of photos. An ER doctor at Memorial Hospital. Their wedding album was public. A beach ceremony 3 years ago. I spent the weekend gathering evidence. Credit card statements showed dinners every Friday for 2 months. Hotel charges on nights Scott claimed he was visiting clients. Text messages on the iPad he forgot to sign out of. Monday morning, I called Memorial Hospital. Dr. Cho, you don't know me. My name is Elena Reynolds. Your wife Sophia and my husband Scott are having an affair. I have proof. They're meeting Friday night at the harbor at 7:30. Want to join me? Silence. Then send me everything. I'll call you back. 45 minutes later, my phone rang. What time should I pick you up? Friday night, I got dressed carefully. Black dress, heels, the diamond earrings Scott gave me for our anniversary. War paint. Damien picked me up at 7. Yes. We didn't talk much. What was there to say? We walked into the harbor at 7:45. I pointed to the corner booth where Scott and Sophia sat, absorbed in each other. We'd like that table right there, I told the hostess, gesturing to the empty two-top directly next to them. We sat down, ordered water, waited. Scott saw me first. Mid-laugh when his eyes landed on my face. The color drained instantly. Elena? His voice cracked. Sophia turned, saw Damien. Damien! She barely whispered it. Damien and I didn't yell, didn't throw drinks, didn't cause a scene. Damien reached into his jacket and pulled out a manila envelope. I did the same. Sophia, Damien said, voice eerily calm, I'd like you to meet Elena Reynolds, Scott's wife. I slid my envelope across. Damien did the same. Divorce papers, already filed. You'll hear from my lawyer Monday, I said. Scott started to speak. I held up my hand. 8 years, Scott. Our daughter asked yesterday why daddy doesn't come to her games anymore. I told her you were working. Sophia was crying silently. Damien stared at her with disgust. Don't call, don't text, don't come home. Your stuff will be on the lawn tomorrow, I said, standing. Damien and I walked out. The entire restaurant watched in silence. We made it to his car before I started shaking. Thank you, he finally said, for having the courage to call me. Thank you for showing up. That was 6 days ago. Scott has called 67 times, left 30 voicemails, texts ranging from apologies to anger to begging. I haven't answered once. My lawyer says I have enough evidence for minimal custody. The kids are confused but handling it. Yesterday, Damien texted, coffee, just to check in. We met this morning, 2 strangers brought together by the worst coincidence. How are you holding up? He asked. Some days better than others. You? Same. He paused. Sophia moved in with Scott. They got an apartment. I wasn't surprised. Good. They deserve each other. He smiled slightly. My lawyer says our case is airtight too. We sat there for a while. 2 strangers who became accidental allies. Sometimes the best revenge isn't anger. It's dignity. Walking away with your head high while they scramble to justify their actions. Scott wanted his cake and to eat it too. Now he can choke on it.